I'm here getting loaded. Sorry, it's kind of loud. There's two reapers running behind me. I'm here at Tyson getting loaded. This is my truck. That's the trailer that I brought in here empty to pick up a loaded trailer here at Tyson. That's the trailer that was preloaded. I got here and was doing a pre-trip on the trailer. See that little orange light right there? This trailer had an alarm on it. It's a low vacuum superheat. I think it was A20022 or something like that. A00022. But it's an alarm. I did the pre-trip on it. It didn't finish the pre-trip, and so I sent Road Assist a message saying, hey, I'm here to pick up this trailer number. This is the code that is showing. They have the ability to scan it there at their desk on their computer at Prime. He looked it up. He said, yeah, I can see the code. He said 9 times out of 10, that alarm requires repair. So he said, if you can, best thing to do is get them to transload this to another trailer. This load is going to Bismarck, North Dakota. Never been in North Dakota. It's like 1,400, 1,500 miles from here. So I don't want to get stuck between, here in North Dakota with a failing reefer unit on a trailer that's carrying Tyson product, which is very high value, high expensive load. I don't want a trailer to get shut down or break and not be able to get to a trailer repair shop. I just want to be able to make the trip, not have any worries. But right now they're swapping. Like I said, this was loaded. This was the empty one. I actually dropped the empty trailer in the yard, came and found this one, started running my pre-trip inspection, found it, and I told the guy, I said, hey, I can't take it. It's a broken trailer. It needs repair. I've already talked to Prime about it. They said it needs to be switched to another trailer. The bad part about that is they were waiting on my trailer, my empty trailer, to start loading another load. So I'm looking around. I'm seeing a handful of trailers. I don't know what the issue is. They may be already loaded. They may be not. But yeah, so here I am. They're swapping the load. Always just make sure you do your pre-trip and make sure that you got a good trailer when you're coming in. So save you a lot of headache on the road and keep you moving, making money. Okay, so I'm in the trolley car to go up to the top of the Gateway Arch, and you can see I have to duck to keep my head from hitting the top. I'm the only one in my car, in car number 2. Like, this is the side, and then this is the side, the back, and the front. There are 5 seats. There are 5 seats in this thing. 1 seat, 2 seat. I'm sitting in 3. That one's 4 and that one's 5. So I think they're saying that 5 people are supposed to ride in this thing. If I had to ride with 4 other people, this would be miserable. So it definitely goes a lot faster on the way down. They said it takes 4 minutes to get to the top going up. It takes 3 minutes to get to the bottom going down. Makes sense, gravity and all that stuff. It's kind of weird. Again, I got a solo car. You ride the same car down that you rode up with whatever group you were with. Would not have been comfortable with 4 other people. It's just, it is what it is. But one of the things I wanted to say is, you know, it's an arch. It's not like a straight up elevator. So if you can hear the motor, basically it's leveling itself out. This thing is a circle, and as it goes up, it's rotating, but then a mechanism rotates it to where you're always sitting level, and it does it about every 2 or 3 seconds. That's it right there. It's pretty cool. Some people might not like it if you're claustrophobic. Might not be the best thing for you, but it's definitely a cool thing to go up and see. What is up? I'm in Florida right now. I just came from, where'd I come from? I was in South Georgia is where I stopped yesterday. Day before that, I was in St. Louis. St. Louis to, East St. Louis to Byron, Georgia. 681 miles, all legal. All legal. That's the most miles I've ever run. and I had 5 minutes to spare on my drive clock. Wasn't fun, but it's what I had to do to make this run. You know, this one, this was North Dakota to Miami, Florida. Bismarck, North Dakota to Miami, Florida. So that's a long run. It's really good pay, and I'm going home it'll probably be this week now, but middle of next week. Today's Friday morning, real early, midnight Friday. It was good pay. It got me down south out of all that snow and ice. Yeah, so I'm about 2 hours, 15 minutes away from my delivery. It's not till 7 a.m. is my appointment, and there's no overnight parking, so I stopped here. I'm just off, like I said, the Florida Turnpike. It's a really nice Pilot. It's apparently brand new. It's real clean. It's small, but it's very clean. There's 5 paid parking spots, 1 handicap spot, and it looks like about 40 regular parking spots. A couple people parked on the curb, but you can still get in and out. 6 pumps, 1 pump's down. But again, just super clean, super well lit. You can see all these lights everywhere. The entire parking lot is real well lit. And again, like I said, it's small, so it's not a whole lot of traffic or a whole lot of people running their engines and stuff. So yeah, heading down to Miami. Like I said, got about 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe left on this trip. Yeah, looking forward to going home for Thanksgiving. I'll go home this Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday is what I told my fleet manager I'd like to be home. And then I'll probably stay a week, so I'll leave back out just before Thanksgiving. That way I can have enough time on the road before I take off for Christmas. So, yeah, so it's crazy coming from all that ice and snow in North Dakota, and now I'm here in Okeechobee, Florida, and it's like 80 degrees, muggy outside. You go from wearing jeans and, you know, heavy jackets and stuff to t-shirt and shorts, what I normally wear. So it's quite a change in 2.5 days to make that that transition. So yeah, so right before it snowed, actually, I got my truck washed on the way up and through Iowa to North Dakota, and yeah, it's clean now. It's clean. It had a little bit of snow on it. I went through that snow and ice and stuff, but it wasn't super wet. It was just kind of dry snow and a little bit of ice and stuff. It wasn't bad at all. But yeah, so looking forward to wrapping this trip up, seeing what my next trip is to get out of Florida and get home. So looking forward to seeing the family and keep on keeping on. So for those of y'all that follow me on the Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, you saw I was in Iowa, and I'll put video of this up, my dash cam video. A high-speed chase was coming the wrong way down the interstate. I was on 29 North, and they were going southbound. It was one car and 1 police car, and I was just in the right lane, minding my business, and I see headlights. You know, you see headlights all the time, and then you realize, holy crap, those headlights are on my side. So I had to flip my high beams on real quick to see what was going on, and it's like, are they on my side? So then I got over, and there was like 2 cars behind me. Thank goodness it was very, very quiet part of the interstate. 2 cars behind me, ended up getting over too. They had to they had to be going 80, 90 miles an hour or so. And for them to zip right by is kind of scary. I mean, I can't stop fast, and if they were to hit me, that's 65 plus 70, 80, whatever, 90 they were going. That could have been a bad outcome. But I never had anything like that before. I talked to Marlou. He said, "Man, I've been here 8.5 years, never seen anything like that." So I don't know if it's common, or I guess it's not common, but you get out, like I said, I was out in Iowa, and there wasn't hardly anybody on the road. It was crazy that there were actually 2 cars behind me, because before that I hadn't seen another car in like 2 hours. So kind of wild. Always just make sure you keep an eye out and pay attention for stuff, because who knows what can happen. So just thought that was pretty crazy. I want to share that with you. Before I get back on the road, I figure I should clarify. East St. Louis Pilot Station is where I stopped when I went to the Gateway Arch. Really cool 5-minute Uber ride. Highly suggested if you ever stop in East St. Louis, which it gets recommended a lot for our cheap fuel. If you ever stop there and you got 2 hours, I mean, go over and check out the Arch. It's really cool. It was only like 15 bucks, 17 bucks to go up. Highly recommend it. It's really worth it. So East St. Louis is where I stopped on the way north to North Dakota. Is where I delivered. But on the way back down to Florida, I stopped at the same truck stop. That's what I said yesterday. I was in East St. Louis and got down to Byron, Georgia. So it was the same truck stop, just coming down instead of going up. Whew. What a day. So I made it to my delivery. I told you the address on the bills and the address on the computer in the truck said one place, but then the computer also has a thing where you type in the code of where you're going, and it gives you like last mile, final mile kind of details of turn-by-turn directions once you get into the town. And it didn't have any of that. All it said was customer has moved and a new address. So day before yesterday, I messaged my fleet manager, and he said, yeah, go to the new address. Okay? Well, I get to the new address this morning, and it's not right. I'm at the wrong place. I should have gone to where it said on the bills. So I let him know what was going on, and he said, yeah, he would fix the message in the computer saying go to the other address. And anyway, long story short, instead of a 7 a.m. appointment, I ended up getting unloaded around 4:30 p.m. Down here in Miami for parking. That is a death sentence. And especially if you're picking up again in Miami, having to find a place to park anytime after 12 noon is impossible. So my first thought was I'm gonna have to drive. If you remember the place I parked, discount truck parking in Pompano when I went to the beach and the pier and all that stuff, stayed at that resort. I was gonna have to drive all the way there because that was the closest place to park. And I told my fleet manager, and he's like, no, just go to one of our drop yards in Miami. And I didn't have the address codes or anything like that. He sent it to me, and it was 3.2 miles away from where I was. Perfect, because my pickup is 1 mile away from where I delivered. Instead of having to drive 48 miles to park, 48 miles back in the morning, I just drove here to this place. Apparently it's mainly prime drop yard where there was a couple Ford Air trailers, but we got a lot of trailers here. There's a bunch of bobtail primes hiding over there behind the corner. But yeah, so he sent me the code for this place, the address. It was less than 4 miles away. Absolutely perfect, works out great. That way I can park here and not have to fight 48 miles worth of traffic coming back into Miami in the morning from Pompano Beach to get my load going to McLinney, Florida. It's a Walmart load. Having come from North Dakota, and plus all the hours that I burned up before that, my 70-hour clock is pretty much running on fumes. I got some pretty good recaps coming up just because of what I ran last week. But my fleet manager and sales got together and said they could figure out a way, because I've got like 4 hours and 50 minutes right now. At midnight tonight, I'll get 9 hours and 20 minutes or something. So anyway, long story short, they worked it out to where I don't have to do a 34-hour break. I can just finish this load, get it to McLinney, and then get home to South Carolina for Thanksgiving and some home time, because that'd be awful to have to do a 34 the weekend before you go home for for home time. So I really appreciate them working that out, letting me keep moving, in other words. So, but yeah, this prime drop yard, I'll drop the address for it. Like when you come in the gate here, it's kind of a sharp turn, but come in the gate, find an empty spot, back into it, and immediately the guy was walking up, checking your truck number, trailer number, fuel level, all that stuff. His name's Alfredo. Cool guy, really cool guy, very nice. They got a bathroom here. I haven't been inside yet, but he's like, yeah, you need anything, let me know. Like I said, they'll do anything to help you. Just find an empty spot, back in, and if you need to drop it, drop it. If you, like me, I'm just gonna sleep and then leave in the morning. So, yeah, very glad I found this place, because it would have been 48 miles in the morning coming back to Miami from Pompano Beach coming south, but that'd be an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes easy, and I don't have that kind of time to waste on my my clock. So thankful that that sales and my fleet manager were able to work out this load and then be able to get me home after that without having to do a 34-hour reset. So I generally try not to record any video or make any kind of live post or anything when I'm tired. I'm doing it now just because it's end of the day. It was kind of hectic which address I was supposed to go to and how long it took to figure out which one was which. And anyway, crisis averted. I'll be getting out of here some point tomorrow. I've got from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a window to go pick it up. It's a live load, so I think I'm 3.8 miles away from where I'm going to pick it up. So looking forward to that. Thankful that there was a load that close by. Sorry, there's every couple minutes a plane goes by, because apparently the Miami airport is right there, and I can't hear. I'm sure you couldn't hear me talk. So yeah, I'll have earplugs I'll put in tonight while I'm sleeping. But yeah, again, thankful that there was an available load to pick up that worked within the parameters and the hours that I needed, and that'll get me heading home. So again, I try not to to make any videos at the end of the day or when I'm tired or whatever, because I don't think they come across very good. I come across as tired and ready to go to sleep. But again, kind of a weird day, weird circumstances. I'm very glad I found this place. Here comes another airplane, and I'm gonna go to bed now. Bye. From my last load was pretty interesting. You go from Iowa to North Dakota to South Dakota to Miami, Florida, and now I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. So it's kind of it's a lot of traveling. That was a lot of miles and not a lot of days. So again, I'm getting ready to go home. I just want to say, going through the Gateway Arch National Park, you sometimes tend to forget that's actually a national park. That was a really cool experience. Highly recommend it if you're ever up through there. East St. Louis, there's a pilot state. I think it's a pilot or either a Flying J. I don't know. And East St. Louis. It gets recommended a lot as cheap fuel in that area. So if you ever get up there and you're on a 10-hour break or a 34-hour break, whatever, highly recommend going to do the arch. It's about a $10 Uber ride, and it's like $17 to do the ride up to the top. So I got a lot of really cool pictures, a lot of cool videos. It was a really cool experience. I'm glad I did that. Again, like I said, it's it's not often you get to do it, but when you do, you got to enjoy the places that you are when you're there, because you don't know when the next time you're going to get a fun break somewhere. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. You got to make trucking fun, or it can wear you out. So I recommend everybody take a time and take a deep breath and breathe in the surroundings. Maybe not diesel fumes from all the trucks around, but just enjoy vacation every once in a while when you can. So this happens sometimes. You'll have multiple stops on a load. You'll pick up a load and then you'll have 2-3 stops instead of just traditional one stop. This is a case where I still have one more stop to go before I get home. They only give you one seal at the shipper. See if I can do this. They only give you one seal at the shipper, so I have some prime seals. I use these anytime they don't give you a second seal. Sometimes they do, a lot of times they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't even give you a seal at the first place. It's just up to you to seal it, but Prime has these. You can get these in the inbound, outbound section of any terminal. Or you pick them up at the truck stops. They just don't say Prime on them. But yeah, so I'm gonna seal this with my seal, write this seal number on the bills, and be good to go to the final stop, and then I'll get home. That'll be good, so cool. Okay, so I just had some food delivered from DoorDash. Jersey Mike's is just around the corner, so I got some food. This place, the only good thing about this place is they have staging, overnight parking. Everything else about this place is awful. Sat at the door for about 7.5 hours. Anyway, I'm not worried about it. I'm making one more delivery, then I'm going home for Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to touch base with you. Say again, thank you for watching. Hopefully something in here helped you out, or maybe you learned something. Maybe you just enjoyed watching the footage. I don't know. But again, thank y'all. I'm gonna eat a sandwich, take a break for a minute, and then head on to my next delivery. It's not until 10 p.m. tonight, so 10 p.m. I'll make a delivery. Hopefully around midnight I'll start heading back towards the house. I'm gonna have to drop this trailer off. Anytime you stay home more than like 3 days, they want you to drop your empty trailer. This one's gonna go to Cargill Meat Solutions in West Columbia, off of Old Dunbar. Some of y'all from South Carolina know where that's at, but yeah, like I said, they want you to drop empty trailers so they don't just sit over about 2 or 3 days. So I'm gonna drop this one off early in the morning, okay, 1, 2, 3 a.m. or something like that. They're open 24 hours, so I can drop this trailer off, check it with the garden, bobtail home. So I'm gonna do that. Again, thanks. I'm gonna enjoy some Thanksgiving time. I hope y'all do too. Give your family a hug and see people you don't see very often. So that's what I'm gonna do. Recommend y'all do the same. Peace.